Hi, everyone. I'm Nina.
I'm Jessie.
This is the Panic
This
Button.
is the Panic Button.
And today we're reacting to Patagonia, the outdoor clothing and gear company. They're suing a drag queen named Patagonia, claiming irreparable harm. This is the man in question right here.
I remember that weirdo.
Yeah, I think we all remember that weirdo. Anyway, I'll read the article here. Outdoor gear brand Patagonia has filed suit against a drag queen performer and LGBTQ activist named Patagonia for peddling merch, which the company says rips off its highly recognizable brand markings. Oh, you don't say. A man who's pretending to be a woman and a drag queen is ripping off someone else.
Is copying things
You
because I
don't
think
say.
it'll get away with it. That it'll be more successful. That's crazy.
You don't say.
I've never heard of that happening ever. Not like women's sports or anything.
No, or woman face. So the high-end outdoor brand, beloved by day hikers and finance bros, alleges the drag queen has caused irreparable damage by trading on the company's logo. Patagonia, whose real name is Win Wiley, came to an agreement with the company in 2022 that he would respect the brand's trademarks, but then turned around and filed an application with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office to use the Patagonia brand for a host of commercial endeavors 2 years later, according to the docs.
That's hilarious. Cease and desist, not desist, not cease.
Wiley's trademark application shows he intends to launch a wide-ranging commercial enterprise under the Patagonia brand, including apparel sales and using the name to promote his upcoming shows and appearances. Of course, it's always about me, me, me. According to the complaint filed Wednesday in the U.S. District Court for the Central District of California, obtained by Bloomberg Law, the trademark application reflects a departure from the drag queen performer's agreement to use his name for activism. Patagonia alleged. Emails exchanged between Wiley and Patagonia from 2022 revealed that the company specifically asked he refrain from using their logos or any substantially similar designs, including Patagonia's familiar Belwa font. After learning of the launch of Wiley's...
That'd be the text that they use. Yeah, I got
Yeah,
you.
after learning of the launch of Wiley's e-commerce store, which included apparel and stickers for sale reading Patagonia Hiking Club, and a sticker bearing his drag name using the brand's font and silhouetted Mountain Peak logo, the brand's lawyers reached out again last February, the lawsuit says. Patagonia remains supportive of your work, but must insist that the Patagonia persona not be commercialized and continue to adhere to the commitments made in 2022, the email reads. Unfortunately, these latest product sales forced Patagonia's hand, and so I'm asking that you discontinue sales of t-shirts and stickers or any product using Patagonia's branding or designs substantially similar to Patagonia's logos. Wiley and his business partner, we all know what kind of partner, responded a few days later saying that they have never and will never reference the brand Patagonia's logo or brand, insisting there was plenty of room for both Patagonia and Patagonia's to play in this box. According to the lawsuit, the drag queens team dismissively added that they trust Patagonia will stay on their side and we will stay on ours. Patagonia's lawyers followed up about a month later requesting to meet to discuss a way forward between the sides, but Wiley, Mr. Drag Queen himself, did not respond and continued to use and display Patagonia's logos according to this complaint. You see, when people don't get consequences for their actions, they'll just keep going and going and going and going until you stop them. And they need consequences for their actions. So you gotta hammer it in there.
Are you finished with this
Almost.
yet? Okay.
Almost. We're almost there. It was at that point the brand said it realized Wiley would continue to flout their 2022 agreement. While Patagonia seeks only nominal monetary damages, the harm Patagonia has caused and will cause to the Patagonia brand is irreparable and cannot be remedied by money damages or other remedies short of an injunction, the complaint reads. Among the harms the company claims they have been subject to due to Wiley's continued use of their brand markers include depriving Patagonia of control over how and to what purpose its trademark is used and causing the public to falsely associate Patagonia with Patagonia. So pretty much they're saying, this like queer, weird drag queen LGBTQ, let's talk to kids about sex. It's making us look bad. Yeah, most people don't like it.
Let's put a flag on a mountain.
Yeah, now we're associated with it, and this is ruining our brand. One drag queen.
I'm not surprised, though. And the thing is, they have every right to make this claim. Mm-hmm. You are ruining their brand name. Your name is not different enough, and if you're stealing their text font, which is something they probably designed
And the
have
mountain logo, too.
copyrighted, which is definitely copyrighted, then they have a complete case. And it does go to show exactly how the left and people in the queer community have been acting. They feel like there's no repercussions. In fact, they feel entitled to it. They're going to copy and paste what they see, and you're going to accept it because you have been. Fact is, though, copyright is still a thing, and you can totally get sued for taking someone's material and trying to sell it.
Yeah. But see, this drag queen, we've seen him before. He put the trans flag on a mountain because he worked for the National Forest Service.
I think in Colorado.
Yeah, somewhere like that. And people were not happy with that. Like, we don't need trans shoved in our face 24/7 because you want us to be accepting of it. They've made their mark and they've made their intentions known. And it's not something that's very positive to most people, actually. They come across as bullies, jerks, nasty, cocky, narcissistic, sociopathic even. Maybe even a little dash of psychopath in there. But it's not welcoming and inclusive. It's very exclusive to only people who buy into their ideological bullshit. And a lot of people, more now than before, pushing back against it. And if that guy is associating his brand with Patagonia's brand, then Patagonia's brand is going to tank and not looked too kind upon because of this guy and what he stands for and represents, which is predatory men, pushy ideologues, just plain like assholes. Pretty much, they're just assholes.
Just a reminder.
Some carry hate. We carry the largest trans pride flag to ever be flown in a national park and unfurled it on the side of El Cap to prove a point. That trans is natural. The Trump administration and transphobes would love to have you believe that being trans is unnatural, but species that can transition sexes can be found on every continent and in every ocean on planet Earth. So call it a protest, call it a celebration. We are bringing elevation to liberation. They try to erase us from government websites and education systems and libraries. So we raise this flag higher than ever before so every trans person knows that they have people that love them in their corner. The people united will never be defeated.
Yeah, you will. Because people really don't like you right now. Most people don't. Because of this kind of attitude. You know, and this kind of rhetoric, too. Like, you're saying trans is natural, but you're talking about different species. And unless you're one of those species, what you're doing isn't actually natural. You don't need hormones. You don't need puberty blockers and surgeries in order to be natural. That's actually the opposite of natural. But it's not surprising that he says that because he also thinks that men can get pregnant and that men can be lesbians and men can be women. And so just everything they say is kind of the opposite of what is reality and what's true. And they just come across as nut jobs.
You also see this person without their wig on, which tells you one thing: they're a drag queen, not a. Also, the makeup.
Well, what did I say before? Trans, you could be non-binary and be trans. You could be queer and be trans. You could be a drag queen and be trans. You could be a pervert and be trans. You could be a peeping Tom and be trans. All the weirdos go underneath the trans umbrella.
Clearly, they're choosing it.
Completely demolish whatever trans used to mean into this cacophony mess
that they decided they were going to identify as trans instead.
They just threw all the garbage people all into one
cat.
Yeah, one category, and now it means just crazy people. What it used to stand for and what it stands for now are completely different things.
Well, and this is the exact problem, is that here you saw an opportunity to take advantage of, and you got fired for it. Fired.
Yeah.
I don't have to follow the article. You got fired because you did something you shouldn't have done. You made a stance for a national park when they shouldn't make stances like that. And the thing is, you're going to keep getting people mad, and you're not going to succeed. You're not even as big of a name as I think. Most people, no one knows you. Mm-hmm. The only reason Patagonia is suing you is because you made some money off their name and brand.
Yeah, and people don't like you. And you're making them look bad.
And I'm sure that one of the tech bros in the offices was like, "Oh, we're not letting this slide." And then they sued you.
And
what do you think?
Also, why would you hire people like this when it's completely obvious that their activism is worth more to them than whatever job they get? When it comes down to it, if you hire crazy people like this under this LGBT queer weirdo umbrella, mind you, we're lesbians, by the way, in case you're new here, you're going to have issues because their activism is going to come before the job and before the customers. And it's a mess every time.
I think I called you babe at one point in this episode, so if they didn't pick it up, I don't know what to tell you.
Anyway, what do you guys think?
What do you think?
Let us know in the comments
Let us
below.
know in the comments below.
Like and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Join our membership to keep the channel going. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye. Sorry, was that too much?
No, you're fine.
I tried to do a quick.
You're fine. You're fine.